So for this video, I have been writing a list. This notes in the iPhone allows you to do that. And I have it Lessons of Quarantine. So I'll read it to you all. It's not about me, bummer. Service to others has to be first. It has to be our first priority. If I am not using my gifts, my skills, my hands to service someone else, what am I really doing? And it goes back to, it's not about me. Relationships, it's a give and take. So people can pour into me and I can pour into them. When we have conversation, we sit at a table and we commune with each other, it's a give and take. The energy you give is the energy you'll receive. Respond with God's perspective. God's perspective is always positive. That's the reason for Sideline Stories. How do we change the narrative to be a plot twist, to us not being drained emotionally or physically, but being uplifted? And we have the power to think on the things that are uplifting versus the suffering, right? Wisdom is key. And wisdom is a word that I feel like is used so loosely and we really don't understand what it means. At least I didn't before this. And for me, knowledge was reading the Word of God, actually reading these stories for myself, not just hearing the pastor and taking his word for it, but going back and searching the Word of God to see how it personally applies to my life. And the wisdom is actually using it. So this Bible, this blueprint has been given as a guideline, as a piece of hope and inspiration for the positive perspective that I talked about, for the narrative switch that I've talked about. So keeping things positive with wisdom, being patient, right? So I'm sure everybody had plans to do X, Y, and Z, whether it was trips, open a business, expand your business, and then Corona came and everything was shut down. But in my patience, I'm learning what I needed to sustain what I am about to walk into. And so yes, I could have gotten it last year, January, February, but was my mind, was my heart prepared to receive? So being patient in that. Breathing through the process. It is so easy to get excited, anxious, worried about things that are happening. How can I experience life and not carry it in my face, in my attitude? How can I just breathe and accept the things that are happening, be solution-based, and keep going forward? And that goes to the next one. Don't worry about every detail. All that is me. The details that don't matter. My husband will tell anybody that I see this little detail and I will try to problem solve that out before moving forward. And I've learned that that's not always necessary or needed. Flow with the Spirit versus planning everything. As you guys hear these, I hope you hear the connectivity between everything that I've learned. Is just, it continues, we continue to grow. And so again, I had my schedule plans, and when it didn't align with what I thought was necessary, it would just drive me crazy, and I would sit there and focus on it, and I've learned that that's not necessary. And when I do that, I end up making the mistakes that were probably unnecessary. Protecting my heart. That's a big one, and I'm sure I could do a whole video on that because it looks different for everybody, and how I protect my heart and guard it is different from how you do. But figuring out how we do that is important because we want to protect our energy. We want to protect the foundation in which we're laying for ourselves, and we don't want other people to come in and destroy that because it's a daily walk. And protecting my heart is not just for today, it's for every day. And then I end up with a few quotes that some wisdom-filled ladies have given me. Faith is life, prayer is love, and when you open your hearts to people, you build real relationships. So when you become vulnerable, when you are open to expressing how you really feel and where you're really at, you can build authentic relationships. And it's easy for me to say, XY won't take it this way or won't take it the way I want them to, but it's not really. When we express ourselves, it's not really for the other person, it's for us to get it out of our spirit, so we're not moving in those emotions or actions, but more so moving in what you know, is uplifting and inspiring to those around us, and that feeds other people, therefore we can be fed. If I'm full of anger, strife, bitterness, no matter how positive someone is around me, they can't fill my cup up. It's already overflowing with things that are not positive. Again, plot twist. And so when I do these sideline stories, it's just to uplift and then also provide food for thought, something to think about. How can we be better every day? Because there is one thing that we will never be able to get back, and that is time. So if we are constantly investing our time into the right individuals, the right things, we are living a more fulfilled life and God-led life. I hope this blessed you all. Until next time, peace.